Hey everyone, it's Erin. Welcome to Travel Safety Tuesday. Today we're going to be talking about how to stop harassment when you're on the bus. And this subject came up because I was having dinner last week with my friends Layla and Nikki. Hey, Jenna. Hey, Monvinia. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining. Ahmed, great. Welcome everybody. Happy to see you popping on here. It's awesome. But I was having dinner with my friends, Nikki and Leia yesterday or last week. And they told me an incident that they just had. They were taking a bus from sort of like the second largest city in Bulgaria back to Bansko where we are. And it was just a 4-hour journey. And the two of them were just sitting in the bus. Very normal. A friend of mine took it, 2 months prior, very normal journey. And just want to say, like, Bulgaria is actually rated one of the safest countries in Europe. So nothing, daytime, very safe environment generally. And what happened is some guy, I guess, put his face through the seats. So they're sitting side by side, put his face through the seats and sort of propositioned them, asking them if they wanted to have sex. And they said they thought he was on drugs, but weren't really sure. And immediately Layla said, "Stop!" like this, which is awesome because Layla had been to a little workshop I had done after Forest Yoga, just for some friends and kind of community learning and sharing. And I was talking about how we say no and we use sort of universal signs of stop and no. And so she did that. She did her own. I usually do this. She did this, stop sign like this, I guess, and just said stop. And immediately went up there and talked to the bus driver. So I just want to say, like, she did the perfect maneuver, right? Like, it wasn't my maneuver. It may not be what other teachers are doing, but she did what was great for her, what came to mind. She was very vocally loud. She did sort of a universal sign of stop or no, which translates in all languages, which is important. And so she immediately thought it was really nice. She kind of said, "Oh, I remembered what our training," and immediately was verbally aggressive and loud and said stop. Did the universal kind of hand signal, got up then and went and talked to the bus driver. She had to use a translator app and said that the guy behind them were harassing she and her friend. And to his credit, I guess he immediately pulled the bus over, stopped on the side of the road, came marching back and kind of gave the guy what for, and really just laid into him and said, you do one more thing, you're off the bus. And so again, really, really great. So kudos to Layla for acting in her own self-defense right away as soon as something happened. So of course it's too bad something did happen, but again, she nipped it in the bud. She reacted absolutely perfectly in that time. And so what she really demonstrated is what we call yell. So I'm trained in empowerment self-defense training, which is a martial arts based training that taught for women by women to avoid, de-escalate, survive, and heal from assault. And there's 5 principles, and they're think, yell, run, fight, and tell. And she did the second principle, which is yell. And again, yelling and running, like she did, will avoid or de-escalate an assault or a harassment, in this case, 75% of the time. So it's really important that as soon as something happens, we raise our voice very strongly, verbally, and aggressively say no or stop or something that indicates that this is not okay. And then she did the second part of it, which is she went and talked to somebody right away who was able then to make sure that the action absolutely stopped as well. So yeah, just kind of a great example, unfortunately, of how you can react if you're being harassed on a bus and you're in a different country, especially, and you don't speak the language. So again, no stop translates into every language pretty much. So again, congratulations, Layla and Nikki. Really well done. And like I said, they reacted absolutely perfectly in that situation. So I hope I see you next week for another travel safety tip. In the meantime, travel safe. Bye.